What's going on YouTube? How you guys doing? Welcome to another video. Jacko G Freak here to give you guys the best tips of how to lift your KD if you're a controller player and giving you the best settings possible. I found myself in this situation where I was playing around with the settings, looking at plenty of videos, but this is my best tips and what I found that works best for me. It may not work for you, but I believe it will because I'll tell you what, we're only handing out the best tips and tricks right here on this channel. So make sure to subscribe. It is completely free. So if you guys aren't subscribed, take a good hard look at yourself and titty smack that subscribe button, okay? Anyway, let's get into it. So, for controller, a lot of players are on controller in this game. And hashtag aim assist, we love that crew. But we've got the aiming input device, controller. Absolutely, tier 1 superior device. Get out of here, keyboard and mouses. We don't care about you and your complaints about aim assist. Anyway, edit button layout. This is where you can change all your buttons and customize them to your needs. If you want to flip the buttons and all that type of stuff, go for it. Tactical flip. These ones are when you simply flip your R1s to your R2 and your L1 with your L2 and flip them back up. So you would shoot with your R1 and ADS with your L1 and throw your tactical grenades and whatnot with your R2 and L2 triggers. It's up to you if you want to use it. If you have a SCUF gamer controller, I don't recommend doing this. But if you have a controller that has the hair triggers where you can adjust them and you can adjust the sensitivity and block it so it only presses down half the length, then definitely don't flip it. But if you do, then you can go for the flip. I personally don't flip it. I prefer to keep the controller how it is right here and use R2 and L2. I've been doing it for years and years and it would just feel weird for myself. You know, you can't teach the old dog new tricks type of situation. But anyway, stick layout preset. It's just the same and whatnot for me. You know, look up, left, backwards, forwards. Keep that default. Controller vibration. Turn that off. Okay, if you guys have vibration on for that more immersive feeling, stop it! Turn it off. You don't need it. You do not need that. It just interrupts your aim. And I know that people will say, but Jacko, no, it definitely does. Because as playing at a very high level myself, having the aim shake and your aim shake by a millimeter just puts you off your aim. And that determines if you have a 1 KD, 2 KD, or if you win that round of S&D and if you lose and whatnot. So you need vibration off. As weird as it will feel to start with, and your controller will start feeling light as a cloud, turn that off. Horizontal stick sensitivity. I kept that as 4. I like a lower sensitivity. You can still turn on people quite easily. It's very, very, very easy to use and very welcoming 4. Same as vertical stick sensitivity, 4 as well. I like to keep it at that because it's consistent. It flows across the game. It'll feel good on Warzone as well. You have more plates to use. I may jank it up to 5. It depends. But on the horizontal sensitivity, which is obviously left to right of the screen, landscape side. But vertical, definitely will keep it as a 4 for now. But I find that you can still turn on people. You can hold those corners quite well. Still track very easily on people. Very close range and long range. And it's just easier to aim. Especially if you guys have a longer stick. I recommend getting that. If you guys don't already, get a longer stick, a Control Freak. Or if you have the money, get a SCUF. Or those brand new controllers that Xbox and PlayStation bought out. They're fantastic. I recommend them. But if you don't, that's okay. Because carry on. Because these controllers that you can get, the default PlayStation controllers, PlayStation 4, you get the back buttons, and they're unreal. I love them. I have the attachments. I used to have SCUFs. I used to use them all the time. I found that they were a little bit temperamental. They were the best thing ever when they were working, but they love to just stuff up. But anyway, we'll get into that later. ADS sensitivity. I keep it as 1. You can lower it for longer distance fights because I do play on 120 field of view, so it's very stretched, very wide. All the targets are smaller. It might work, but at the same time, I do like to have a normal, regular ADS sensitivity. It's up to you. Keyboard and mouse, you could probably have a lower one, but controller, I would say keep it as a 1. Sensitivity in multiplayer. Third person, kept it at 1. Ground vehicle sensitivity, 1. Air vehicle, 1. Tablet sensitivity, 1. And vertical aim axis. So right here I have everything on standard, which is vertical aim on third person, vertical aim on ground vehicles, and vertical aim on air vehicles. Kept that all standard. You don't really muck around with that too much there. But aim down sight behavior. I always hold it. I love to hold it. If you click it, that's kind of weird, but I'm not judging you. We love you. You're welcome in this community. Automatic tac sprint. Automatic sprint. I used to okay, so I played with this. This is the thing that lifted my KD, okay? This lifted my KD from going to automatic tac sprint to an automatic sprint. Now, in this game, I recommend that you have to have it on a specific sprint, okay? And that would be automatic sprint. do not put it on automatic tactical sprint. You can, but you'll lose a lot of gunfights. You'll be caught all the time running around. And the reason I have automatic sprint on is because when you're pressing L3 all the time, it does mash the buttons on your controller, and it's really not good on your left trigger, on your left stick. And I do recommend using that because it saves it. It gives it some extra longevity. And controllers aren't cheap nowadays. It's quite expensive, and it's a real thing that we have to worry about with the economics right now. So automatic sprint, because when you're sprinting, the ADS from automatic sprint to pull up is so quick compared to automatic tactical sprint. Tactical sprint, your gun's up in the air and it takes you. Ugh. But when you're automatically sprinting, it's just like this, and then it's automatic. It's so quick and it's so good, and I love it. And that has lifted my KD. So automatic sprint is an absolute must. Equipment behavior, I love to hold. Love to hold it. You don't want to press it, because if you're holding a claymore, if you're cooking your grenade, you want to be able to hold it. You won't be able to get that if you have it as a touch. So hold. Weapon mount activation, melee, you're already aiming with your R3. You tap the R3, it's very easy. Tap to reload, I have that on. And armor plate behavior, apply 1. When it comes to Warzone 2, I'll get into that detail then, but you only want it to apply 1 because you might be in the middle of a gunfight and you only have time to apply 1. And imagine if someone's pushing you and you're 3 plates down, and then you have to, and it's automatically applying 3. That's just a lose situation. You're back to the gulag. But as we move on to the advanced aim assist, so target aim assist right here, we have that on. Aim assist default. Controller, keyboard and mouse players, they're going to be screaming, raging in the comment section. Stuff for you guys, hashtag controller game, hashtag aim assist, baby. So for aiming, the curve type, I have dynamic. Dynamic feels better. For the more advanced players, you would use dynamic. If you are new to Call of Duty franchise, you would use standard. Dynamic is very, very responsive. Linear doesn't feel as good, but I would say dynamic. If you're trying to lift up your game and increase your aim, definitely chuck on dynamic. It is bucketing down outside and it is so loud right now. It is ridiculous. I feel like I'm in an apocalypse. But anyway, we get that to ourselves. ADS sense multiplier 1. We have ADS sensitivity transitioning instant. Custom sensitivity per zoom. I just get all that off. I turned all that off. You don't need to muck around with that. Inputs dead zone. Now this is another big one. Okay. So right here. So the left stick, that's obviously your run stick. You want to keep that low, and you want to keep this stuff very low, as low as possible. So the lower the better. And if it blows out to about a 12, a 0.12, you probably need a new controller and you want to get a new one, because that means that it's moved so long and you haven't actually moved your character. So if you've got an instant one, you move instantly. But if you have one that is a bigger delay, the bigger the delay, the more you have to press the stick before it actually starts moving. And that, when playing a game that is built on milliseconds, you need that to be as low as possible, baby. So left stick's that, right stick is the exact same. And if you find that your controller is drifting, just bump it up 1. Just go here, bump it up 1, and that's it. Okay? You always want to have it at least 1 above what your stick drift is. So if you sit in the lobby and it's drifting, bump it up. Keep bumping it up until it stops. And if it gets to that 0.12, then get a new controller. Okay? Left stick max is 0.75. Right stick max is 1. Left trigger, I have them instant. They have nothing, okay? So as soon as I'm pressing on there, they will go. Right trigger, same as that. As soon as I'm ADS, I'm shooting, wanting to shoot, it will shoot straight away. So you want to keep that instantaneous, especially, once again, like I said before, reiterating myself, a game built on milliseconds. Tactical sprint behavior, toggle. You want to be able to toggle it, because if it's automatic and it stays on all the time, it's going to be a pain in the ass, okay? You want to be able to toggle out of it, toggle onto it. Auto move forward, off. Very good sprint behavior, double tap. Always have the double tap. Traditional Call of Duty, just button mash that left L3. Ground mantle off. Automatic airborne mantle off. Automatic ground mantle off. I have that off because of the fact that I would never ever jump out of a building, jump off a roof accidentally, and that's why it's off. Okay, it might be a little bit more difficult to get through a what's it called? A window or a door or whatever sometimes when you want to jump over and smash glass, but you will ensure that you're not walking ADSing in a gunfight and you automatically just lunge off a building, which is so frustrating. It's happened to me multiple times. Invert slide and dive behavior. Look, I keep that standard. If you do inverted, like you're playing Flight Simulator, get out of here, okay? That's weird. That's some weird stuff, okay? Standard. Plunging water, underwater, movement, parachute auto deploy. I have that off. I love that in Warzone when you pull your chute and you jump down as low as you can to that building. I like to risk it. Flight or fight, baby. So that is off. But if you guys are not as skilled and talented and you're not as certain, then leave it on, you know, because your parachute will automatically deploy just in case so that you make that parachute zone. Sprinting door bash, absolutely on. ADS stick swap off. Backpack alternate control off. That one is locked. Weapon mount, exit delay, medium. Depleted ammo switch on. In case your gun is out of ammo, it automatically switches to your other gun. It's just standard stuff. Quick C4 detonation. You can keep that on or off. I keep it off. Whatever. Vehicle behaviors. Camera center. Short delay. Camera initial position. Free look. Scoreboard map behavior. Toggle. Ping wheel delay. Moderate. And double tap. Danger. Ping delay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do for today's video. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave the likes up. If you want me to cover something else, leave it in the comment section below. I would love to give my expertise about how I can help you guys be a better player and make yourselves more confident on the Call of Duty battlefield before Warzone 2 comes out. But until then, remember to be safe, stay small, and as always, be baby. Peace.